First of all, FPV Angel, let me make this clear to you and anyone else watching this video. I don't for 1 second believe that we live on a magical spinning space ball. I am not a glober. Do you understand that? My channel name should clue you in because it's called Globe Skeptic. I've made this second video to further expose your lie that we can't cross the international date line if we're headed from the west coast of America or from Hawaii to, say, China, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, and other places. I'm going to use your own so-called evidence to show people that what you're trying to prove is clearly bullshit. Now let's take a look at this Trans-Pacific cruise that's available from Celebrity Cruises. It's a 17-night cruise called Tahitian Treasures. This cruise starts in Honolulu, Hawaii on day 1, stops in Maria, French Polynesia on day 7, stops in Papeete, Tahiti in French Polynesia on day 8, then stops in Raiatea in French Polynesia on day 9, crosses the international date line on day 12, stops in Auckland, New Zealand on day 15, stops in the Bay of Islands, New Zealand on day 16, and arrives in Sydney, Australia on the 19th day. So again, remember, it's a 17-night cruise. Now let's take a look at your example, FPV Angel, of the route on ports.com from Honolulu, Hawaii as the start port and to Sydney, Australia as the destination port. It shows the ship traveling from Honolulu at the speed of 10 knots going east and through the Panama Canal. Wouldn't you think passengers would notice they were going through the damn Panama Canal? I mean, good grief. Then the ship goes over the top of South America. It curves down along the African coastline to the bottom of Africa, then goes all the way across to the other side of Australia. Oh, and by the way, just in case anybody wondered how fast a knot is, it's equivalent to 1.15 miles per hour. Okay, here's FPV Angel's example again after I personally typed the info in on ports.com. As you can see, it's the exact same info FPV Angel posted, except I took a screenshot up to their logo, ports.com, up in the left corner, showing the little globe beside it, which FPV Angel conveniently omitted from his short video. This example of his is definitely wrong because the trip on the cruise ship is 17 nights and this is 83.7 days. So let's look at this example again, except it's at a speed of 20 knots instead of 10, which cruise ships average somewhere between 18 to 24 knots. It would still take 41.9 days to make this trip. This is also wrong. Now here's the route at a speed of 30 knots, which the cruise ships are not traveling this fast to begin with. As you can see, even at this speed, it would take 27.9 days to make a 17-night trip. This is also wrong. So FPV Angel is without a doubt 100% wrong using his so-called evidence. And again, passengers would know they were going through the Panama Canal. The cruise ship companies and passengers are not lying. This is just one of many sites that can be researched on the internet showing how fast a cruise ship is. They're not very fast. Every site you go to shows the speed they travel on cruises, ranging from 18 to 24 knots. These are just more screenshots I took from search of some other sites showing cruise ship speeds. There are many sites about this topic, and they all say close to the same thing. Go look for yourself if you need to. Of course, I'm sure FPV Angel and his followers will say these sites are all lying. What's the fastest cruise ship on Earth? Well, the top two fastest ever have been retired. Number one is the SS United States that you're seeing a picture of. This was classified as an ocean liner, and its top speed was 39 knots with a sustained speed of 35.59 knots. Its record speed was recorded in 1952. The SS United States is retired with plans to revive. Number two is the Queen Elizabeth II that you see in this picture. This was a cruise ship with a top speed of 34 knots and a sustained speed of 30 knots. Its record speed was recorded in 1987. The Queen Elizabeth II is retired and is now a floating hotel in Dubai. With those two ships retired, what is the fastest cruise ship on Earth right now? It's the Queen Mary II that you're seeing in this picture. This is a cruise ship with a top speed of 30 knots and a sustained speed of 26 knots. The Queen Mary II is still active. So cruise ships are not speeding to any place. Even at top speed, which they don't use very often, they're still moving pretty damn slow. Of course, I'm sure FPV Angel and his followers will say this is all a lie too. There you have it, FPV Angel. Your transverse Mercator map has been proven 100% wrong yet again. You have zero evidence, and your comments you've made to me in Violet Mountain have been futile. We're looking for the truth, while I think you're looking for possibly more cult members.